Hi, my name is Clarence, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer, or CFO, at fictionalwidgets.com. I'd like to talk to you today about the role of a CFO and how today's cyber threats affect a CFO's motives, priorities, and the stakes involved. Chief financial officers report to the CEO and act as a strategic business partner to the entire executive team. My primary responsibility is to manage the finances, or more importantly, manage the financial risks of the company. My duties can be divided into three handy categories: the past, the present, and the future. Under the first category, the past, my duties involve looking back and reporting on the prior financial performance of the company. I assess and report the financial performance of the organization as well as how we did in terms of our long-term operational goals and forecasts. Everyone who is a stakeholder in the company, and that includes shareholders, creditors, analysts, department heads, and regular employees, depends on me for timely and accurate reporting to help guide their decisions moving forward. Here, information is key. The second category, the present, is where I determine things like how to invest the company's money, how to finance our ongoing operations, and how that financing is divided up into debt versus equity. This is known as the capital structure of the company, and it's vital that I get that right. I develop and maintain the monthly operating budgets and annual budgets. I negotiate, structure, and sign off on purchase agreements and sales deals. I review and apply appropriate internal controls to ensure that we're Sarbanes-Oxley compliant and adhere to all the proper financial procedures. I take care of our monthly, quarterly, and annual financial statements. And when the time comes, I lead the evaluation of merger and acquisition candidates. While not the case in all companies, I manage and lead the IT organization. I'm responsible for positioning IT as an increasing competitive advantage for the business. I oversee our Enterprise Resource Planning, or ERP system. If you're not familiar with it, an ERP system is like accounting software on steroids. It uses information from every corner of our business to help us understand what's happening right now and to help us plan for the future. It's critical that we have accurate and trustworthy information in order to make these decisions. And that brings us to the third category, the future. Working with a wide range of people in the company, I analyze the financial impact of new business initiatives, product launches, and/or new service offerings. I'm also a key advisor for making decisions about strategic investments. A CFO is responsible for creating forecasts of what will happen to the company in the future. These are based on models that look back into the past, together with my strategies of how we're going to grow the company moving forward. And yes, you guessed it, these forecasts rely on my access to good information. From where I sit, there's no other position in the company that relies on information as much as I do to do my job. This information is a powerful tool that can help give us competitive advantage in the marketplace. One of the financial risks I have to manage is the accuracy of the data that I'm reporting. If I don't get it right, there can be consequences that range from having to update or restate data in the next report to being in violation of any number of applicable financial regulations. This can result in fines, a drop in stock price, and certainly it can tarnish our company's reputation. Now factor in our company's other valuable data assets that are at risk. Buildings, furniture, and equipment are not the only types of assets in our company. There are intangible assets such as intellectual property, trade secrets, manufacturing methods, and the information we keep about our customers. I'm just as responsible for the financial risks to those information assets as any others. So what kind of financial risks are there to data, you might ask? Well, there's quite a few, but cyber threats pose one of the greatest risks, if not the greatest risk, to the financial value of our information assets. The theft, public disclosure, corruption, or inability to access our information can have disastrous consequences, such as class action lawsuits, fines from regulators, a drop in our stock price, and reduced earnings. If a data breach involves personally identifiable information, then things can get even worse. I could lose my job. There's also the damage to our brand to think about. We'll lose the trust of our customers, and they'll take their business and their money elsewhere. Being trustworthy with customer data is now part of building brand loyalty. So yes, a CFO has a lot of responsibilities in a company. The most important one, though, is managing financial risk, and that covers all the information and data in the company.